Okay, so I thought we have started our third chapter, and in that we have already seen uh, first part of this chapter. Okay, in that we have seen the some theories regarding the motivation. So there are two major points in this third chapter, that is leading and controlling. In that leading, we have covered the first part, that is the motivation theories and their leadership styles, and then we will continue from the today lecture communication part. Okay, so this is the last part of the first point, that is a leading, and after that we will see the controlling point. Okay, so today we will go for the communications slide. Today we will see communication part. Now you can see in that third chapter we have already covered the leading points. So in that leading we have covered the how to do leadership in respect to the organization, and how to complete the task given from the our organization side. So this is the point, that is communication is a very very important as per concern the personal level and organization level also. So communication, why communication is important, we will see one by one. So first we will see what is mean by communication and why communication is important. So communication is just one way to transfer your thoughts from one person to another person. Okay, so communication is a transfer of information from a sender to a receiver. जे कोणी, ज्याला कोणाला बोलायचं आहे पुढच्या व्यक्तीला, तो फक्त त्याच्या मनातली आयडिया, त्याच्या मनातली कल्पना असेल, त्याचे जे काही विचार असतील, तो फक्त काय करतो, मांडतो त्याच्या समोर. ओके, विथ द इन्फॉर्मेशन बिईंग अंडरस्टूड बाय द रिसिव्हर, आणि जी माहिती त्या ऐकणाऱ्याला कळते, त्याला काय म्हणायचं, कम्युनिकेशन. देअर आर टू फॅक्टर्स लाईक इंटरनल फंक्शनिंग अँड एक्सटर्नल एन्व्हायरमेंट. ओके, ह्या कम्युनिकेशन मध्ये दोन फॅक्टर असतील. आता ह्याच्यामध्ये कम्युनिकेशन तुम्ही बघायला गेलं तर there are different type of the communication. Okay, oral communication, verbal communication, non-verbal communication. Okay, written communication. Like this, there are different type of the communication. So via this different type of the communication, we are going to transfer our information to our receivers. Okay, so the communication may be via different mode. Just we have to achieve one final output, that is we have to transfer the information from the sender to the receiver. That is your main objective. So what are the purpose of the communication? That purpose we will see one by one. So here now you can see first purpose, that is to establish and disseminate the goals of the enterprises. Okay, काय करायचं आहे आपल्याला, जे काही कंपनीचे ऑर्गनायझेशनचे सेट केलेले ऑलरेडी ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह आहेत, गोल्स आहेत, ते आपल्याला काय करायचे, अचीव्ह करताना जे काही गोष्टी तुम्हाला कराव्या लागतील, मग ते अचीव्ह करताना काय काय गोष्टी कराव्या लागतील, जेणेकरून तुम्ही जे काही व्हॉट एव्हर यू हॅव डन ॲज अर्लियर प्लॅनिंग, then we have done some organizing stuff. Okay, that stuff we have to achieve through this communication. That may be from the non-verbal, verbal. Okay, that may be different task. Okay, so that type of the communication we will give this type of the output. So by using this different type of the communication skill, we have to achieve this first purpose. Then second, to develop plan for their achievement. आणि जे काही तुम्ही ऑलरेडी सेट केलेलं गोल ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह आहे ते मिळवण्यासाठी तुम्हाला ह्या थ्रूआउट दिस कम्युनिकेशन वी हॅव टू अगेन डू सम प्लॅनिंग फॉर दॅट पर्टिक्युलर गोल. 28, 56. Okay. Then third one is to organize human and other resources in the most efficient and effective ways. Okay, so not only doing the planning is an important step for this organization. Organizing the your stuffs, that one is also a difficult task for an important task for the organization. And with effective manner organizing the each and everything, we will give the a better output. So by using this communication also, we have to do some better organization or management, and from that organization organizes human and whatever that other resources means, whatever other parameters like planning, organizing, then conducting the various activities throughout the your manager, that resources is most effective manner and effective manner we have to conduct throughout the this process. That is also important, and that is the purpose of this communication. Throughout the communication, throughout the better communication throughout the manager to employee level. Next, to select and develop and apprise members of organization. Some points are repetitive from the start of this our subject, like appraisal. Okay, so how to give some motivate, how to give some motivation to our employee throughout this communication. Also, we have to do some develop some strategy. We have to some select the some parameters, and throughout that parameters, we will just give some appraisal to our members. Okay, this is parameters throughout the communication. Okay, then next, to lead and direct, motivate and create a climate in which people want to contribute. कंपनीमध्ये तुमच्या वर्क प्लेसमध्ये असं काहीतरी वातावरण तयार करा, एन्व्हायरमेंट तयार करा की लोक स्वतःहून काम आपलं कॉन्ट्रीब्युशन द्यायला तयार होतील. ओके, मोटिवेट असं करा त्यांना, असं काहीतरी क्लायमेट क्रिएट करा आणि असं काहीतरी लिडरशिप तुमची तिथं ठेवा की डायरेक्शन देताना पॉझिटिव्ह वेज डायरेक्शन द्या, जेणेकरून तिथले each and every employee manager they are ready to do their contribution at 11th hour also. ओके, असं काय एकदम इमर्जन्सीच्या वेळेस सुद्धा ते तयार होतील काम करायला. असं कम्युनिकेशन ठेवा, सॉफ्ट कम्युनिकेशन ठेवा आणि पॉझिटिव्ह वेने कम्युनिकेशन ठेवा. टू कंट्रोल परफॉर्मन्स. आणि जे काही कम्युनिकेशन आहे त्याच्यामध्ये वेगवेगळे प्रकार आहेत. आता जसं की नॉन वर्बल असेल, वर्बल असेल, त्या कम्युनिकेशन थ्रू तुम्ही तुमच्या एम्प्लॉईचा परफॉर्मन्स कंट्रोल करू शकता. ओके, कसं काय, जर तुम्ही तुमच्या एम्प्लॉय बरोबर सोबत किंवा मॅनेजर सोबत जर तुम्ही कम्युनिकेशन सॉफ्ट म्हणजे कसं व्यवस्थित रिस्पेक्टफुली जर तुम्ही बोलला तर तुमचं ते व्यवस्थित ऐकतील आणि काम करतील. जर तुम्ही रॅश किंवा असं उद्धट बोलला तर ते तुमची टाळाटाळ करतील आणि कामं त्याच्यामुळे परफॉर्मन्स काय होईल, खराब होईल. ओके, सो दिस आर दी सम पर्पजेस वेअर वी हॅव टू अचीव थ्रू आउट दिस communication point. Okay, so first of all we will see one short video regarding the communication, what is mean by exactly communication and why we are going to give some importance to the communication. Okay, so give me just 1 minute, I will share that video. हाँ. Okay, so intentionally I have shown that communication video is a 10th class communication video. Okay, so actually I want to show just what is the meaning of the communication. It's probably some basic example like your I have shown the video. Okay. In that video, you have seen the basic mode of the communication. Okay, so from that communication, we have to just understood the what is important for the communication. Next, the purpose and function of the communication. So we will see one by one what is the function, exact function of the communication. So now you can see already we have discussed regarding the planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. Okay, so these are the some management processes. Throughout these management processes, we are going to do, and after that, all the processes after the planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. How to that all these 4 to 5 management processes we are linking with the external environment processes parameters like customer, suppliers, stockables. Okay, so whatever that management process parameter is there, that parameter processes we have to communicate throughout the communication to the external environment. Like this customer, suppose we have manufactured one of the part in our company organization, and that part we have to sell to one of the customers. So for that processes we have to communicate with effective communication to the customer. These are the external environment parameter like customer. We can take the example of supplier, in stakeholders, stockholders, government, then community, and others. Like this, whatever that your all the processes involved in the management as well as your organization, that processes we have to communicate, not only communicate, we have to communicate with effective manner throughout the external environment factors. Okay, so these are the purposes of the communication and some of the functions. Like we can take the example of the any product. Suppose we will take one product from the any organization, and that product, before manufacturing, we have to give some introduction of that part with good presentation throughout our management team, as well as we have to give some advertise to our customers on the different platforms, social platforms. Okay, so that is the one of the type of the communication. You can take the direct communication, or you can take the verbal communication, non-verbal communication. You can maybe that communication factor is a different way, but we have to introduce that part in our external environment parameter. So these are the some important purposes of the communication. Then this is the communication process model. Now you can see there is one flow chart is there. So whatever that thought, some good thoughts comes in your mind, that is those who are just sending the thoughts to the receiver, that is means a sender. You can see the dash box is there first. In that thought and encoding, one two tab is there, means those who are try to seeing some ideas to the others, that sender, that 2 point is there. Some first is a thought, and then encoding means suppose I am just thinking one of the point regarding the one of the products. So I'm just thinking that point is uh, throughout my mind only. Okay, and I'm just thinking, and once I'm just conclude that point, so I'm encoding that final decision, and I'm trying to sing to the other person, that is a receiver. And in between that sender and receiver, one medium is there, that is a transmission of the message. म्हणजे जे काही मला सांगायचं ते मी काय करेन, विचार करीन, त्याचं फायनलायझेशन करेल, एन्कोडिंग झाल्यानंतर मी त्या रिसिव्हरला सांगण्याच्या मध्ये एक ट्रान्समिशन मेसेज आहे, त्याला काय म्हणायचं, की कम्युनिकेशनचं माध्यम असेल, की कसं तुम्ही त्यांना सांगणार. मग ते तुम्ही ओरली सांगताय, रिटर्न सांगताय, ओके, किंवा नॉन वर्बली सांगताय, असे इशारे करून सांगताय. दॅट इज वन ऑफ द मीडियम in between the sender and receiver. Once you finalize your ideas throughout your mind, then you can encode that message. Then you can send the message to the receiver with the help of the reception decoding. Once that receiver get that message throughout this transmission, then he will try to decode that message. He will understand, he or she, and he or she send the feedback to the sender. म्हणजे रिसिव्हर सेंडर कडून रिसिव्हरला एक मेसेज मिळाला, कम्युनिकेशन झालं दोघांमध्ये, तर त्याला कळालं की नाही, तो रिसिव्हर काय करेल, एक फीडबॅक सेंडरला देईल, हो किंवा नाही असा मेसेज मध्ये. ठीक आहे. जर काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल, इफ एनी प्रॉब्लेम बिटवीन दॅट सेंडर अँड रिसिव्हर, वी कॅन टेक द एक्झाम्पल ऑफ द नॉईज. म्हणजे काही आवाजाच्या कारणाने जर तो मेसेज सेंडर कडून रिसिव्हर कडे पोहोचला नाही, तरी पण त्याचा फीडबॅक सेंडरला परत जाईल, आणि सेंडर परत तो मेसेज with the help of the transmission message, he will try to send the receiver message. Okay, like this, one of the simple flowchart is there regarding the communication process model. This is one of the simple model. Then information flow in an organization. म्हणजे एखादी माहिती जर टॉप लेवल मॅनेजर किंवा ऑर्गनायझेशनच्या ओनरकडे आली असेल, त्यांना जर खालीपर्यंत सांगायची असेल, तर ती कशी सांगतात किंवा सांगितली जावी, त्याचा एक चार्ट आहे, फ्लो चार्ट. Information flow in organization. Okay, so now you can see here, one of the top table is nothing but your owner of the organization. Okay, then that owner of organization again divided into three main part. That is, suppose we can section in charge or department in charge of the each department. Here first, here the second and third. Okay, and again that department manager divided into sub coordinate or superiors, three each. Okay, so now you can see here how the information, any important information will be conveyed to their top level manager to the bottom level employees. Okay, so now you can see here, we can say here is the owner of organization, he will send message to, rather than sending the same message to three of the department head, he will try to, she or he try to send that important message to any one of the department head. Suppose we can take here, this is A, B, and C. If owner has told the message to the departmental manager A, so A will be sent to the B, okay, and B will send to C, and again that A will be go for downward way or horizontal way also, vertical or horizontal, and again without sending the or message to this main manager, that C manager also send that message to directly employee of the B manager. Okay, that means zigzag way or diagonal way. This is the way of the fast sending the important message to our organization. Now you can just go for the your decision, as you are the manager, you can send your important message to your all whole team, or you can send the afterwards, you can send the that information to other department, one of the employee also, and that employee will be spread that message to whole the department. So they are the different ways to the just sending the information with the help of the different type of the communication, with oral communication, or you can say just written communication throughout the email also. You can just directly send that email also your employees or team in mass communication. So that is the information flow chart in organization. With the help of the different type of the communication, we can just simply spread any important message within a minute also. Okay, so this is the very important point, that is the communication types. So what are the communication types? Written communication, oral communication, and non-verbal communication. So आता याच्यामध्ये तीन महत्वाचे टाईप आहेत कम्युनिकेशन मध्ये. त्याच्यातला पहिला बघितलं तर रिटन कम्युनिकेशन. जर आपल्याला एखादी गोष्ट लिहून सांगायची असेल, आपण एखादा मेसेज असेल आपला, Suppose you are the manager, head manager of the any organization or any department head. So suppose you have to send one message to your subordinate. So you are just sending the written message. So you are going to write one of the important messages on the paper, and throughout the peon you can just transfer that written message to your subordinates. So that is one of the way. Second is orally. You can directly call that subordinates, and you can just transfer your whatever thoughts. You can directly transfer that thoughts to your subordinates or coordinator. Non-verbal. Suppose you are in front of the anyone and you are unable to talk due to some other factors. So now you can just give some symbols to your that coordinator, and she or she will understand your thoughts. Okay, like this way, there are different ways to give messages to your receivers. Okay, so we are not going to see in details of the types of the communication. So already we have known written communication means what, oral communication, some of the examples, then non-verbal communications. Okay, so this is the points regarding the first leading point. So we will see up till now what we are covered. Okay, so in this chapter already we have discussed regarding the first very important point in this leading chapter. What are the some important parameters leading the managing and motivation theories? Okay, so what are the important factors regarding the motivations? How to do give some motivation to our employees for achieving our objectives. So like this way we can achieve our objectives. And what are the different theories for achieving your objectives? That theories we have already seen. Okay, so after that some hierarchy of the needs. What are the basic needs of the any human being? So that things also we have seen in that last lecture. And leadership, that is a very important point. So what is mean by leadership? So leadership, that points also we have discussed today. Then communication part, what is mean by communication, and then we have started the types of the communication. So we will see communication point also. So I will show one short video. So in that video sound will be only effective, but just try to understand the written communication first type. Okay, so what is mean by written communication? Okay, so we have seen some lengthy discussion on the written communication. Okay, so what is mean by written communication and what is importance of the written communications. Okay, so for today's lecture, we have sufficient for this communication data. So we have stopped here. So what is